It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe and Carrie.
You can listen to us on the K92.3 app and on this podcast.
It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Carrie Mack. How was your evening yesterday, Miss Carrie, or just your day, I guess?
It was very... You know when you're about to go on a trip and you're doing all the pre-trip stuff you need to do?
Nope.
Okay, like I cleaned up my apartment.
Yeah, I know.
I total new litter for the cats so that, I'm going... This is going to be the longest that they've gone without like a consistent person coming in. Like your wife is going to pop in like once or twice to check on them, but I'm going to leave them a big bowl of kibble.
Is she?
Yeah, she said she would drop by just to make sure they're A-okay. Once or twice, nothing big.
Well, what the heck? I didn't know that.
You can do it too if you want.
I'll stay at home.
You haven't seen my cat since they were itty bitty in March.
I guess I'll have to wait a little longer.
Okay. But I did.
I'm busy on Saturday.
I did check out my tent. Made sure everything was copacetic with that. Have
you set it up yet?
That's what I did yesterday. So,
In the living room or something?
I set it up at an undisclosed location.
Okay.
Yes, Area 51, and
All right.
I set it up in the parking ramp of our office.
Oh, well, who cares? You were able to do it, though?
Yeah, I was able to do it.
Good.
Very proud of myself for doing it. I got everything I need. Got all my snacks. Got my cooler. Got my drinks. And after the show, I'm going to run to my apartment, put everything I need into the cooler, and then hit the road for the music festival I'm going to this weekend.
That should be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I'm happy for you, excited for you. We've been waiting for this for a while. I can't wait to see all the, what would the term be? Shenanigans
Yeah.
afoot whilst you're at, hiking land?
Hinterland.
Sorry.
Hinterland. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited about it. And I'll be doing some articles about it too, probably. So make sure to keep an eye on the K92.3 app later. Gabe, how was your Thursday? I know you were pretty busy.
Yeah, I was busy. I was doing something for just a different part of the building. A little bit of evening work on a Thursday, which was fine, but I'm happy it's Friday. Tomorrow, got to go do some more work for a different part of the building.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, just kind of a low-key Thursday at the Glidden house. When I got home, Corey and I have been watching this show called The Outsiders.
I want to see that.
I kind of sort of lost interest like episode 5-ish, but she's super into it, and I sit there and kind of play on my phone and kind of watch for, chunks at a time. So
It's based off of a book. She should read that.
Yep, from Stephen King.
Yeah, I know she's big into the books to TV shows to movies things.
You know that?
Yeah.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, she wants to go see that Colleen Hoover movie. It ends with us.
I don't know how true that is.
Yes, it is.
What makes that? It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Carrie Mack. We're going to get our brain stems warmed up today with the 5-second rule game.
Yeah, we're getting to it, brother.
Right on. What was that voice?
I don't know.
It's early.
It's early.
It's early. It's Friday.
Yeah,
I understand. Are you ready, Carrie?
I am ready.
I want you.
I'm ready, brother.
Can you name 3 companies that make sunglasses?
Ray Gun? No. Ray-Ban. Ray-Ban?
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Bans.
Ray-Bans.
Yep.
Target?
There's got to be a Target. Well, it's probably a company that sells them through Target.
Wild Fable.
Sure. I don't know what that is, but I love the name.
That's a brand of clothing at Target.
That's a great name.
And Hy-Vee Incorporated.
Hy-Vee makes sunglasses?
And K92.3, we have sunglasses.
That's right.
But they're more like K98.5 from when those used
You
to
know
be.
what? Really, this is actually true. A very good, solid pair of sunglasses that does not cost an arm and a leg. Because you know how it works. You buy the expensive sunglasses, easiest things in the world to lose. If you buy a cheap, $15 to $25 pair of sunglasses, you could go out to the middle of the Pacific Ocean, drop them in the ocean, a fish will catch them, jump back into your boat, and go, here's your sunglasses. It's impossible to lose cheaper ones.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
A decent pair of sunglasses at gas stations, though, are called iGogs. Very nice, just kind of $25 sunglasses.
Okay.
Fun fact for you.
Sunglasses. That's kind of expensive, I feel like.
$25?
Yeah, for sunglasses?
For not a crappy free pair you get at whatever.
I feel like usually $10, $15 is a good... Okay, I'll ask you your next question because we're getting off on a tangent right here.
I think we know our topic for today.
Gabe, can you name 3 modes of transportation that aren't a car?
A Vespa, the bus,
Your legs.
horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy. Those were the days.
Were they?
No.
I feel like it'd be very hot, very slow, and very boring.
Imagine like being an Uber driver with a horse and buggy and you have to stop every 5 minutes because the horse has to poop.
Ugh.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not about that. Carrie, I want you to name 3 holidays between now and the end of the year.
Labor Day, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
It's beautiful. Are you waiting for my response? Yeah, that's great.
I just need your confirmation and validation. That's all.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
you know those are right.
But I just want to hear you say that I'm right. That's all.
Why?
Because I have validation issues. I
Oh,
talked
all
about
right.
it with my therapist.
Oh, my
Gabe.
bad. I apologize.
Gabe, can you tell me? I was gonna say 3 reasons you need to go to therapy, but that's so weird. Can you name 3 animated characters?
Wolverine, Mario, Pikachu.
You're such a boy. I love that. You're such a boy. Wolverine, Pikachu.
Carrie, I want you to name 3 Halloween costumes you used or went as when you were under 11 years old.
I was a
So 5th grade and down.
I was a firefighter. I
That's
think
beautiful.
I was a pumpkin,
Oh, yeah.
and I was Hermione Granger.
My sister once went as a clock when she was like 3. It's just a blue, like big blue circle. And she's, tiny little kid. And she just sticks her feet and her arms are sticking out.
It's so cute.
It was the greatest thing ever.
That's the only reason I want to have kids is for the cute little costumes.
Sure.
That's all.
Right on.
Yeah. Gabe, can you give me 3 reasons why someone would want to have kids?
To continue the family legacy. They really need help working on the farm. I don't know. They want to be parents.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
It definitely isn't to save money. I'll tell you that.
No.
It's K92.3 with Gabe Glidden and Carrie Mack. And when you're a kid, you're a bit of a weirdo. There's nothing wrong with that. It's part of growing up, finding who you are as a person, developing your brain stem a little bit, and just enjoying your life, living carefree. So you're going to end up doing a lot of strange things that if you did when you're 26 years old, people will look at you funny.
I will admit I have done a few of these things.
Yes, you have.
They're-
As a voting member of society.
As someone who pays taxes. Okay, so we found this list on BuzzFeed of things basically every single person experienced during their childhood, but we don't really talk about for some reason. One of them is pinching their finger or their lips in a hair clip.
My wife was doing that last night.
I did it the other
Yes,
day.
I do this all the time.
It is so satisfying.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else did it or it was just me being like a bored kid, but I would just I would have a cup. It would usually be a paper cup, and I would kind of suck in the air, so it looked like I had like a pharaoh's chin, like a large chin. It would be there. I would do that.
No one else did that.
Okay.
You're one of one there. You are you are unique.
Another one is stabbing an eraser with your pencil and leaving graphite holes in it.
I'm sure I've done that.
It's so satisfying to do. Oh my gosh.
This one, every person in the world has done. If you have never done this, I don't even really know if we can consider you a human being.
Okay.
Every person in the world has taken a magnet and tried to force the 2 same poles together. Opposites
Yes.
attract. If you've never tried to do it, you have never lived.
It's so fun to try to do because you feel the pressure. And
Yeah.
you're like, science.
Yes.
Another one. Okay. I did this a lot. My mom is a smoker. She was when I was a kid too. Do you remember pretending to smoke when it was cold out?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
You would pretend to have a cigarette in your hand. And
Yeah.
you're
Blow the smoke out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just breath steam.
yeah. Or you would have a pretzel or something and you would
Yep.
pretend to smoke like
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Man.
Definitely remember doing that.
Wild time.
Yeah. Well, let us know. What are some strange things that you did as a child or you remember doing? One thing I did in elementary school, and I'll try to make this quick, is we had these little boxes that we'd put colored pens and pencils and whatever in, right? And there was like a little ridge. It's hard to explain in the center where it's just a flat square and surrounding it were a bunch of bumps, yada, yada, yada. I should put a picture on the whatever, but we would take glue and markers and basically color in that area, glue it, and then let it dry overnight, and we'd use them as bookmarks.
Okay, that's cool.
And this was not something we did as like a class project. It was a nice little third grade hack we found.
That's cool. I like that. I used to make a sound to like self-soothe myself sometimes. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
It's like that noise of like how your voice sounds in like when you speak into a fan. I go like,
It's K92.3. My name is Gabe Glidden. I like that sample. I think it's kind of cool. I know some people might think it's, kind of corny or whatever. I like that song. I'm a fan. Team USA had a big day at the Olympics yesterday. They extended their lead in the overall medal count, and we have clawed our way back into the mix for gold medals won. The United States won 7 medals yesterday, and 4 of them were the color gold. All right, Simone Biles won the women's all-around gymnastics final. Suni Lee took bronze, as Simone is the first American gymnast to win it more than once. Kate Douglas won her first gold in the 200-meter breaststroke. Regan Smith won silver in the 200-meter butterfly. Katie Ledecky snagged the 13th medal of her career, which was a silver. And Team USA also won a gold medal in rowing. Its first ever gold medal in fencing on the women's side of things as well came yesterday. So we have clawed our way back into the gold medal count, and we have extended our just overall medal count as we are in first place in that regard. On the way, Brian Martin and some Nashville news coming up on the K Country Morning Show.
It's the K Country Morning Show on K92.3, and it's time for your Nashville News Minute. The state of Arkansas just made it official that they're adding a statue of Johnny Cash to the Natural Statuary Hall collection.
All right.
Woo-hoo.
How do I get in the Hall collection? Well, I'm not Johnny Cash.
Yeah, you're not. You got
be a lot cooler if I was.
The one thing about those statue things is like they can be hit or miss.
Sure. Yeah. If you get something that isn't quite, it doesn't resemble you in a fine light.
Or if it does resemble you and then you realize, oh, I'm kind of weird looking.
Sure.
Every state gets 2 busts for their most notable residents. Johnny was born in Kingsland, Arkansas. This just reminds me of, no hate, but do you remember the butter sculpture of Caitlin Clark?
You know, I saw or I heard about that or read about it, but I don't remember if I saw the actual sculpture.
If you, no offense, but it looked like the butter was melting or something.
Okay.
Like, it looked kind of wonky.
Okay.
But you can read the full story on the K92.3 app. I wonder who's in Iowa's statuary hall collection.
You know what? For some reason, something tells me at some point in the future, we'll find out on the K92.3 app, maybe?
Maybe. My bet, Herbert Hoover.
Probably a great pick.
You never know. About him.
Yeah, we might even continue some of these to our adulthood.
Yeah. Do I don't know what I do that I did as a kid.
I'm sure once we get some ideas, we'll get they'll come percolating.
Yeah, they sure will come percolating like a good coffee, like a good drip coffee.
That's right. I probably do a lot of weird things that I can't even think of. I'll text my wife and see what she says. But
she comes back with a novel. Like you can't even open the text. There's so much in it.
Right. It's the 6th Harry Potter book.
Isn't that one of the shortest?
No, the first one's shortest.
Okay, my bad.
Yep. They all get longer as they go.
Mm-hmm. Isn't this? We'll talk about this off the air. We're just getting into the minutia of things.
Blake Shelton, Morgan Wallen, Dirks Bentley, all coming up, and we'll dive on into your chance to win some Brett Young tickets. Not only that, at some point this hour, I did receive a Snapchat of a tent being put together on the ground. And I want to know how the update went at some point this hour as Carrie embarks on her first camping adventure this weekend. I'm excited to hear how this went, Carrie.
I'll have to get it out of my trunk because I just stuffed it in there afterwards.
Guess I was thinking about that same time. Cut off.
It's the K Country Morning Show, and we have got Brett Young tickets. He's going to be at the Iowa State Fair, and we'd like to get you into the show.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. We've been giving tickets all this week, and we have
we're literally giving these things away today.
Gabriel, The point of the game, it's Brett, young or old. We'll give you 2 celebrities. One of them is younger and one of them is older, and you just have to say which one's younger. And this one
and today, I mean, you basically just if I will say, if today you get the answer wrong, I normally tend to not judge. I know it can kind of be awkward or there can be a little pressure when you're on that side of the phone. If you get today's wrong, you might want to call in sick to work. All right. It's just, today's not your day.
They could be hungover. They might have gone to a great concert last night. You never know.
Today is something.
But Brett Young will be coming to the Iowa State Fair Monday, August 12th with special guest Need to Breathe. And you could be there too. You could be our special guest.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
And we do always want to kind of remind you and reiterate that you will have to get into the state fair yourself.
That's on you, brother.
But once you are in the fair, you will have tickets to this show.
You'll have those tickets in your hand.
That's right. And we will take caller number 9 for our game today, Brett, young or old, and basically just be caller 9 and you'll win.
Gabriel.
All right.
Just build up the suspense a bit.
I think I've built up the suspense for the celebrities pretty well today.
I just think
it's a doozy.
Just make it sound more difficult so that the tension is up. Everyone's hearts are pounding.
No, I think they're going to enjoy how simple we have made today's celebrity question.
You know what they say? Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
833-4985. Caller number 9. Good luck. It's the K-Country Morning Show. Who's this?
Amber.
Amber, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. Where are you calling from today, Amber?
Parkersburg.
Okay. Well, Amber, do you work today? Today's a Friday. Are you off or do you have to go to work or are you done working?
Well, I was supposed to go to work, but I'm actually home with a sick kid today.
Oh, well, that part stinks for sure.
Oh, we're sorry about your kid.
That part definitely is.
Yeah, thank you.
That part definitely no fun. I will say, Amber, if you were to get today's, I'm going to put all the pressure in the world on you here. If you were to get today's question wrong, it was time to call into work and be like, you know what? Today's not my day. I'm going to restart. I'll be there at noon.
Oh my gosh. Amber, what do you do for work?
I work at a bank.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
So you're good with numbers.
Typically.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
This is Brett Young or Old, Iowa's favorite game show. Amber, you have a chance to win tickets to go see Brett Young at the Iowa State Fair. All you have to do is tell me which of these celebrities is younger. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, Amber.
Is it which one's younger or older?
Yeah. Gabe.
Hold on. And what says she have to answer? The younger one or the older one?
The younger one.
Okay, the younger one. All right, sorry. I forgot how we did this all.
Yeah, do a little drum roll.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. The first celebrity is Kelsey Ballerini. And the second celebrity, Miss Dolly Parton. Who's younger?
Well, this one's super difficult. However, I know it is Kelsey Ballerini.
Yes! I mean, we just give these things away now, Carrie. Goodness.
Gabriel, this is a hard game that I spend hours thinking about. Just for clarification, Kelsey Ballerini is 30 and Dolly Parton is 78 years young.
Beautiful. Well, Amber, congratulations. We hope you enjoy the Iowa State Fair, and we hope you enjoy the Brett Young concert. You have a great rest of your day, and hopefully the kiddo is feeling better sooner rather than later.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
It's the K-Country Morning Show, and before we dive on in to what we're going to chit-chat about today, we need to hear a little update on our camping excursion. All right, Carrie? So there's a couple things we learned yesterday, which I am glad you prepped for. Now you are prepared and ready to go.
Yeah.
How's that mattress going fitting in the car?
Okay, so yesterday
Won't fit, huh?
I before I go on a trip, I get very anxious. I do sporadic cleaning, just a lot of things to get ready. So at midnight last night, I was like, I'm gonna blow up the air mattress and then just put it in the car because I was wide awake. I couldn't sleep, and I went to my car. And I tried to put it in. Again, this is a twin mattress. It's not too big, but it's a bit thick. A bit thick with 3 C's. And I tried to put it in. Did not fit. Tried deflating it a smidgen. Still didn't fit. Tried deflating it more. Just wouldn't fit.
Wow.
So
So Big Brother Gabe with the I think we're gonna put that on our column over here, our board. In the G column for a W of today.
I can't.
Sometimes sometimes I have some experience that you haven't done. Putting a mattress in a Toyota Corolla fully inflated is always going to be tough.
You know, we learn things every day.
That's right.
I will take them in stride.
That's
so
right.
Who's the real winner? Me for learning something new.
Now, for future reference, it's best to get yourself a nice pump. Do you have a pump for the air mattress, or are you blowing that bad boy up with lung power?
It's one of those automatic ones where you have to plug it in.
Oh, you'll find some electric then.
Yeah.
If it's a campground, there'll be some electric.
I'm like, please,
Yeah.
can I use your energy?
So if they have electric, why would you want to blow it up beforehand anyway?
I didn't think there would be electric. I don't know if there's been electric. I've never gone camping here before.
I am going to look it up for you during this break. Let's get to what we were going to talk about, because this is just a miracle here.
Do you want to hear about my tent?
I do. Actually, you know what? We might be changing our topic right now. How did this tent experience go?
Okay, so yesterday I was like, hey, I'm going to try to put this thing up by myself because I knew Gabe had some errands to do. So I was like,
not errands. I had to work.
Yeah, you had some stuff to do.
I had working things going on.
You had stuff to do. And I was like, okay, we don't want to bother Gabe, so we're going to try and put this up ourselves. Be a big kid. Be a big girl. And I spent an hour, and I just got the poles, like, in the side, but they were already in the side.
Yeah, so basically you did nothing.
Yeah, Gabe. I did nothing for an hour.
Well, you know what you did? You know what Thomas Edison said? He tried like 1,000 times to create a light bulb, and each time, he learned how not to make a light bulb. So yesterday, for an hour, you learned how not to set up your tent. So you're one step closer to getting the thing off the ground.
Yeah.
So there you go. Positive energy here.
I am not positive about this at all.
Someone will help you, I'm sure.
My friend who's going to the festival, she said she will help me and I will buy her like a drink. Also,
helping put up a tent?
Yeah.
You don't owe her a beer for that. Putting up a tent takes 5 minutes. She's not doing manual labor. It's not heavy.
Well, the way I did it felt like manual labor, Gabriel.
Did you watch a YouTube vid?
Here's the thing.
This is
This is the most
beautiful moment of this program.
Gabe, give me a second. I Snapchatted Gabe. I was like, oh, I can't. I've been trying to put this up for an hour. I don't know what's going on. And I thought, I know Gabe. Like, whenever I express frustration, he gives me advice or tells me what to do. I thought he'd be like, okay, the magic trick is XXY jump. Something like that. There'd be a hack. But then he just said, look up a YouTube video.
Yeah, look up the one I looked up.
And I was like, I'm too tired of this. So I just put it in my trunk.
Yeah.
And it's still there to this day.
The K92.3 K Country Morning Show audience is getting a great inside glimpse to what I deal with on a regular basis here.
What you deal with? What you are honored and privileged to deal with.
Carrie was adamant that this mattress would fit in the back of her car, and which she had never tried to put one in. But you know what? Sometimes we've got to set our little duckling out into the world and let them experience things for themselves. I was adamant that, Carrie, you really should put this tent up before you go so you know what you're doing when you get there.
And I tried to do that.
And we tried ahead of time. And did not do the steps required to learn how to put it up. That's problem number 2. This is what I deal with on a regular basis. Now you see my frustration here, Miss Carrie. Because if you would just plan ahead, come to Gabe's house on Wednesday when I didn't have to work, I would have helped you put the tent up.
I had to help our boss with something. I had to drive.
You didn't have to do that at 7 p.m. We could have left the tent up for a day.
I didn't want to bother you at 7 p.m. I thought there was
I do appreciate that. Yes.
I was like, hey, I'm not going to go to Gabe's house at this time. He's probably resting, hanging out with his wonderful wife, or just like sitting down and enjoying his dinner.
Well, that part doesn't matter. I think we might have been watching a TV show. Either way, I am glad at least you have learned that you don't know how to do these things, so at least you know ahead of time what to do when you get there.
Yeah, I will be.
So this camping excursion will end up probably in a Best Western.
No, it will not.
You're committed to the bit.
I'm committed to the bit.
Right.
I will be camping. My friend said she will help me.
All right. What are some strange things you did as a kid? We'll talk about
not go camping, not put up a tent.
We'll talk about it in 10.
Eat glue.
We're going to be moving this kid talk back to the 8 o'clock hour here. Carrie, we have a big problem. All right, your camping does not have electricity.
I know. That's why I was trying to blow it up beforehand.
You're going to be sleeping on the ground.
I'm sure there's someone who has a power battery thing that I can plug into.
We got to get you. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know. We maybe we might have to borrow you a cot or something. Are you going to be on the ground cold and miserable and you're never going camping again?
Imagine I'll be like, Gabe, it's 3 a.m. I'm so tired. The ground is so rough.
Okay, that's problem A. Problem 2. We have learned, were you potentially setting this tent up backwards yesterday? Like upside down?
I think I might have been.
Oh my God, Carrie.
I've never
What
said.
time do you leave today?
Whenever I want.
When you're out of here, just kind of whenever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you? My friend's gonna help me set it up. It's gonna be fine.
To catch anybody up who's just tuning in here today, has no clue what we're talking about, Carrie will be going to Hinterland. It is a
Yes.
fun, exciting music festival, and she has elected to do the camping portion of this festival. Carrie, I believe, does not have electricity at her campsite. She has an electric air mattress.
Yeah.
Now, I can't imagine you can't unplug it, but Carrie's pretty adamant you can't, like, take it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's step problem A.
Yeah.
Problem 2, Carrie's never set up a tent before, so we're trying to kind of workshop our way through this on the K Country Morning Show. That's problem 2.
I might have to FaceTime you while I'm there.
Probably. And now, step number 3 here. Carrie doesn't necessarily think she wants to light a fire because she doesn't want to set the campground ablaze. Carrie is going to be sleeping under a sheet outside in the freeze. Well, it won't be freezing
It's
cold.
gonna be
I mean, it'll
warm.
probably
It's
be like
gonna be warm.
60-something
Yeah.
degrees. Yeah. So it'll probably be warmer outside than at your house while you're gone.
For sure.
But we have got to figure out a solution to our problem here, Carrie. We need some advice. How can you inflate an air mattress that is like one of them auto inflates?
Yeah.
I'd have to see it. I'm probably 90% sure you can unplug it somehow without seeing it. Pretty hard for me to figure that
Yeah.
out. But if you have one of those auto inflate mattresses and you don't have electricity, what do you do? Let us know on the K92.3
I'm
app.
sure there's going to be another really Here's how I've gotten through in life.
Can you plug the thing? Sorry.
Here's how I got through in life. By mooching off of really prepared and really smart people. So I'm going to do that. My friend who has gone camping many times, she will be the one helping me set up the tent. So I know I'll be able to sleep inside of a
structure?
Yeah, I will have shelter.
Okay.
But I don't know about the air mattress, and I'm stressing about that. If I'm sleeping on the
You're
ground,
going to be on the ground, a.k.a. buying a hotel.
I'm not going to buy a hotel. I'm not going to do it.
All right. Well,
If anything, I'll get a sleeping bag.
Well, I mean, yeah. Wait, hold on. You don't have you're not bringing a sleeping bag?
I was going to bring like sheets and a blanket.
Oh, yeah, that works. That works.
Or I could use my weighted blanket maybe as a
As
nice
like padding?
Yeah, as padding.
I mean, now there's nothing wrong with not having an air mattress. Many people around the country on a day-to-day basis go camping without said air mattress.
Yeah.
I just know if you don't have said air mattress because you're used to a very nice, beautiful, awesome, comfy bed from
Appliance Plus and one.
Beautiful. You're used to that kind of sleep.
Yes.
I don't know about you roughing it on the lumpy ground, which might deter you from going camping ever again. And I don't want that to happen to you.
Because you want me to come camping with you and Corey next time.
Not ever at this rate, to be honest. It's turning out that my dog might be more helpful camping.
Well, here's the thing. Dogs are meant to be outside. Us humans, made to be inside of air conditioning.
All right. Well, you know what, Carrie? We're going to figure this out together, and we want to report back on Monday, all right?
Well, I'm not going to be here on Monday.
Tuesday, sorry.
Yeah.
You'll either be finishing camping or jury duty. Two very different things.
Why is my life a sitcom? Someone walk me through that. You can get a little preoccupied with one thing and miss another, so we want to make sure you get to see everything.
That's right. We've got Dustin Lynch, Jason Aldean, Cody Johnson all coming up, and we will get to our, just kind of goofy, strange things we did as kids that we don't talk about as adults. That'll be coming up later on in the hour. We got I got a little wrapped in Carrie's camping experience this weekend that, you know what? It's going to go. It'll be just fine. It'll go great.
The way you say it.
I actually think it'll go just fine.
Do you know what my mom said to me the other day?
No. I don't know how I would know that.
I was, good point. I'm exhausted. I'm sorry. I said to her, I'm going to go try and put up the tent. I'm going to go do that by myself. Going to go to this spot and put it up. And she was like, good luck. With that exact tone.
I love that she knows her daughter and she knows exactly who she's dealing with.
And I said to her,
Beautiful.
Mom, I hope you're meaning it sincerely, but the tone lacks any empathy.
Yeah, I think she was prepared and probably likely expected it to not go great.
Well, here's the thing. When your parents are two city folk and they don't raise you to be a camping person, I'm not saying it's their fault. But 1 + 1 does, in fact, equal 2.
All right, Dustin Lynch. It's the K-Country Morning Show, and Iowa Irish Fest begins today. The next 3 days in the Waterloo area, we will see the biggest celebration of Irish culture, in the Midwest. Obviously, definitely in Iowa, the Midwest, and I dare say, probably one of the biggest throughout the entire nation.
And I'll be honest, from talking and working with some of the Iowa Irish Fest people, they put so much work into this event. It's it takes an entire year to plan 3 days.
Yep.
It's absolutely crazy. And there's going to be thousands of people coming to Waterloo from Iowa, from all across the country, from all across the world, because there are some international acts that are coming through too. You got to check this out in the K92.3 app. Some great performers coming back. Screaming Orphans, I know they're a Cedar Valley favorite. Cynthian, I love Cynthian. They are fantastic. And I am just so excited for everyone to enjoy that this
That's
weekend.
right. And we're going to give you a chance to win some tickets today, except you have to duke it out mano y mano. You
Yes.
are going to have a little trivia contest, a little competition.
Exactly. My family is Irish. We're proud of our Irish culture. And every single year, right around St. Patrick's Day, everyone's like, I'm Irish too. But we want you to prove your Irish knowledge, or just how Irish you are. You have to know your stuff to be able to go to Iowa Irish Fest.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
We got some Irish-themed trivia questions. You got to call us up, 833-4985. We need 2 callers
That's right.
to duke it out for this win. You'll win a 4-pack of tickets to Iowa Irish Fest, and you'll have a lot of fun this weekend. We need 2 callers.
833-4985. Callers number 9 and 10. 833-4985. Ready.
Set.
Go. Hey, we did it together.
There we go. ESPN.
It's the K-Country Morning Show with Gabe Glidden and Miss Carrie Mack. We also have Stephanie on the phone and Cody. Stephanie, we'll start with you. Where are you calling from here today?
From Waterloo.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I think you'll know about this festival beginning today. Cody, where are you calling from, man?
Yes.
Tripola.
All right, beautiful. Funny spelling, but we hope we can get you possibly some passes to Iowa Irish Fest. What we have is a little just friendly competition.
Yeah, friendly competition.
A battle of wits.
A battle of wits, a battle of Irish knowledge. So you got to prove yourself to be able to go to Iowa Irish Fest. We'll give you 3 trivia questions, and whoever just answers the question first, they'll win the point. And I feel like each of you should come up with a buzzer sound.
How about you both just say your name?
Okay.
Does that work? When you're ready to answer the question, we'll hear Stephanie or Cody.
Okay.
All right,
Sounds
sounds good.
Okay, so here is the first Irish trivia question for these Iowa Irish Fest passes. What is the capital city of Ireland?
Cody, I hear. Cody, what's your answer, brother?
Dublin.
Yes!
All right, 1 point for Cody. What is this, a best of 3?
Yeah, best of 3.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, Stephanie, keep your head in the game. Keep
Yeah.
it locked in. We need you to go big here.
Come on. We got you. Okay.
Okay.
Stephanie and Cody, what is the national symbol of Ireland, often associated with good luck?
Stephanie.
Cody.
Stephanie, we heard you first. What do you got?
The 4-leaf clover.
What's the answer, Carrie?
The shamrock?
Yeah, same thing.
They're
Yes.
the same thing. There
Yes.
we go. We'll give you the point.
All right.
Okay.
Tied 1-1. Plus, it makes for better radio if Stephanie gets it right. So let's go.
Okay. So this is the final question. Whoever gets this question right, you'll be our winner. So let's get to it. Okay. What popular holiday, celebrated worldwide, originated in Ireland?
Cody.
I hear Cody.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes!
That is correct.
There we go. Congratulations.
Congratulations. We We appreciate you, Stephanie, for playing. Thank you so much. Cody, we're going to keep you on the line and get some information from you, all right?
But actually, I did the math wrong.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did the math wrong. We actually don't have 1 4-pack of tickets. We have 2. So you guys are both going to Iowa Irish Fest.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't know how many tickets we had left. Let's go. It's K92.3 with Gabe Glidden and Carrie Mack, and we will get to this now, finally. What are some strange things that we all kind of sort of did as kids that we don't really bring up as adults? You know, something I did that was pretty weird as a kid, I'll never forget it. First grade. I think I've told you this story as well before, but in first grade, every single day before school for breakfast, my mom would be like, oh, what do you want? You know, cereal, whatever. And I would have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. However many days there are of school, 100, 200, whatever it is. That's how many PB&Js I ate that year.
Yes, they were the only thing I ate for a long time.
They were so good. You know what else I would do? Whenever my mom would wake me up in the morning to go to school, I never really did this because she never fell for it, right? But Dad, boy, did he really fall for it. AKA, he just didn't care as much. I'd go down to our couch in the living room. And in first grade, you're tiny, right? I would try to kind of nuzzle between the couch cushion and the back of the couch to kind of like hide. Yes. To see if he would forget I was there and not make me go to school that day.
I definitely did some hiding when I was a kid. I did way too much hiding for like someone who like loved their parents.
Sure. Sadly, he never forgot. I still always made it to school. I had perfect attendance in first grade.
Or luckily, he always remembered.
That's right.
There we go.
True.
That's a good way to put it.
Right. The grass is always, or it's not always greener.
Yeah. What did I do? Okay. Do you remember, what were those things called at the park where you would like spin around on them?
Oh, the tilt-a-whirl, merry-go-round?
Something like that.
The spinny deal.
Yeah, exactly. I would ride on that until I got sick, like on purpose. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, I would make sure I would be so dizzy, and then I would like try to run and see how far I went.
Sure.
Like, what's the point of that? I'm not going to run far.
The things you do as a kid, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Very
it's wild. Another thing that I definitely did as a kid that I feel like is kind of weird. I did it as like an adult too, but when you get glue or like a hot glue gun and you like put it on your finger and you let it dry.
Oh, I used to do
rip
this
it off.
too. Yeah, that was so satisfying.
It was so satisfying. And then I upgraded to like hot glue. I shouldn't have done it, but for some reason I like did that. Oh, it like was like, it felt like I was getting like a skin treatment.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Let us know. What are some strange things, you maybe did as a kid that we just kind of ignore as adults on the K Country Morning Show? It's K92.3 with Gabe Glidden and Carrie Mack. And, there's some strange things I think a lot of us did as children that we sort of kind of ignored as we got older. And I'll be honest, if you didn't do some of these things, I don't know if you were really ever 6 years old. You might have skipped it. 6, 7, 8.
You might have Benjamin Buttoned your childhood.
That's right. There is no one on earth who has not blown some bubbles into their milk and or chocolate milk.
I still do it as an adult. It
Right.
hits. It really does hit. I don't know why it's so satisfying to watch. That was, I think, the first ASMR.
Sure, okay. Get some of that carbon dioxide in your chocolate leche.
This one I believed for a long time, even into college. Believing that gum would stay in your stomach for 7 years.
Oh, I think I believed that till I was like almost 30 years old.
It doesn't?
Right.
Where does it go? I
Right,
mean,
exactly.
we know it goes through the intestinal
Yeah.
system.
And I think that is kind of like misconstrued as a kid. I think it might take a little bit longer to like break it down into, I don't know what you even call it, like a caloric intake.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't just sit there in your stomach.
Yeah.
So I think that is actually what happens with gum, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah. Another one that I definitely worried about. I freaked out over swallowing a seed. Like, I thought a watermelon would grow in my stomach if I ate a watermelon seed.
You know what did that for me as a young child? An episode of the Rugrats.
Oh, yeah.
There's an episode of the Rugrats where one of them swallows a watermelon seed and they got to go in there and get it. I'll never forget that.
I mean, I feel like the conditions are pretty good. Like, it's like moist, the stomach. So maybe something could grow, hypothetically.
Yeah.
I'm no doctor.
Right.
I'm no doctor.
Okay. Do you remember going to the pool as a kid and you would have a bodyboard slip out from underneath you while you were swimming?
We would have these in swimming lessons all the
Yes,
time.
and they were always green or blue.
Yep. And most of the time, I'd just be kind of screwing around on it as opposed to doing the lesson I was supposed to be doing.
I pretended it was a surfboard.
Sure.
Yeah, I tried to do that
Love
and
that.
see if I could make it stay at the bottom versus
Yep.
coming to the top.
Yep. Were you ever messing around with it and then it kind of slid out and uppercutted you right in the jugular?
Oh, right. Always in the chin, too. Like, dang. Like, I tasted my own teeth for a hot minute.
There's a lot of good things on this list. So many people did these.
Yeah.
There's no way we're the only two to ever do all of these.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of them. Keep chiming in on the K92.3 app or on Facebook.
K92.3 with Gabe Glidden and Carrie Mack. It's 9 o'clock right on the dot here. 72 and sunny. Jelly Roll, Dirks Bentley, and Shabuzi all coming up. Carrie is gearing up for Hint. I mean, it's just a big weekend with K92.3 and the K Country Morning Show in general.
It really is.
Iowa Irish Fest. You're off on your first ever camping excursion
Yeah.
at Hinterland in Iowa here. It's going to be a good time. It's K92.3 with Gabe Glidden and Miss Carrie Mack. It turns out Caitlin Clark finds herself to be a bit of a country music fan.
And we knew this before. She is a big fan of Luke Combs. When she was at the WNBA draft, he left her a fun little video for her to watch while she was getting ready to be selected first overall. But while she's off on her break from basketball, which is the first time she's had any time off since November of last year because of college basketball season, going straight into the WNBA draft, straight into training camp, straight into the WNBA. She finally has some time off because unfortunately she didn't make the Olympic team, but she can chill out. And she's really enjoying her time off. She went to go to Mexico, actually, to visit
Nice.
some family, to hang out with some family for a vacation. And she also was back in Indianapolis hanging out with country star Jordan Davis.
Oh, just kicking it steady.
Just kicking it steady.
Love that.
On Wednesday, country star Jordan Davis made a stop in Indianapolis. At the very end of his show, he brought out some special guests, Caitlin Clark and her teammate from the Fever, Lexi Hull. And they sang along with him to Buy Dirt.
I love that. That's pretty cool.
We have the video of him bringing them up on stage and them singing the song on the K92.3 app, which you definitely have to check out.
Do you know what I find a bit interesting? And go check out Carrie's story. Check her out on the stage. That's very, very cool or what have you. You brought up the Olympic team. Mm-hmm. It turns out someone from the United States Olympic Committee has gone ahead and said, if we could do it all over again, we'd put her on the team.
They'd be like, hey, I think we're going to... But they're still doing good. The Team USA women's Olympic basketball team is doing really good, so we got to give them their flowers for that. But I think they might be regretting it. They might be regretting it.
It's K92.3 with Gabe Glidden and Miss Carrie Mack. And there's some very exciting news coming to UNI, the University of Northern Iowa. Football season's almost back for a lot of schools. School's starting up for, fall semester for plenty of Iowa students around the state here. And there's something pretty interesting going to be happening during the fall semester at UNI this year, Carrie.
Yeah, for the past few years, it seems like UNI is really trying to expand their programs, trying to better themselves. Not saying they weren't a great university beforehand, but they done some cool stuff with their business school. And this is really cool, too, because I know there's definitely a shortage of people in this occupation.
That's right. The University of Northern Iowa has a new program that is designed for students to become nurses. This fall, they will have their first batch of these nursing students for this program. 26 students, or just around 30 or whatever, will kind of be the first ones to go for it. At UNI, this is a renovative, and they innovated the Teaching and Technology Center into nursing classrooms and labs. They have this new simulation lab that has these mannequins that are as similar to real patients as they can possibly get them. Their chests move when they breathe, blank, cough, or even groan when they're in pain.
I could do that.
Right? Yeah, just let me go chill and do it. Yeah.
I would love to be like the voice for some of these dummies. I mean, we already are dummies. I feel like that would be perfect. Like, ouch, that's my spleen.
Yeah.
Get off there.
Yeah, just very exciting. A nursing program coming to the UNI. One of the reasons for this program has to do with just kind of the shortage of nurses in Iowa and just throughout the country in general. Now, one nursing program, they do say, isn't going to solve that completely,
No.
but UNI wants to do its part to try to help out the workforce, and at least in that specific job. So
Yeah.
very, very cool and very exciting for a lot of about to be students at UNI
Yeah.
and future students at UNI. I think it's awesome.
That's very true. We know UNI to be a great school for teaching, so the fact that they're just expanding in this way, in the next few years, they're going to be one of the leading schools for nursing too.
That's exactly right. You can check out more details of this nursing program at UNI on the K92.3 app. Very exciting. It's K92.3 and the Olympics underway as the United States makes a bit of a roaring comeback in the gold medal portion of medals. Now, we have the total medal. We have the highest count of total medals, excuse me. I still believe France is in second place. I guess this can always change at any second here.
Yeah.
But last we checked, we had the most medals.
Yeah, so this is of yesterday's count. So Team USA had a big day at the Olympics yesterday. They extended their lead to the overall medal count. They clawed their way back into the mix for golds. We won 7 more medals, and four were
Four
of
of
gold
them,
in
yep.
variety.
Yes, very, very cool.
Yeah. Simone Biles won the women's all-around gymnastics final, and Suni Lee took bronze.
Yep.
Simone is the first American gymnast to win it more than once, so congratulations to her.
We love that.
Oh, my gosh. I wonder if this is going to be her last Olympics.
I've thought about that, and this sounds so bad, but she's got to be young 20s?
She's 27.
27. Oh, so I lied. Mid 20s.
She's the oldest person on Team USA's women's gymnastics team.
So I'd be curious to know how many 30-plus-year-old gymnasts have ever won,
Yeah.
I guess. 'Cause obviously it wouldn't be for 4 years.
Exactly. So it's not for necessarily ageism or anything like that, but after a certain point, at 26, every single morning I wake up, I'm like, oh God, ow.
Yeah, obviously she's in, the world's
Peak
greatest
condition.
shape. Yeah, she's literally peak human performance for athletics. But once you get to 30, there are parts of your body you didn't know were capable of aching.
Yeah.
I was mowing the lawn the other day, and this is the comparison to this and a world-class gymnast, right?
Gabe mowing the lawn, that's his
my
Olympics.
And there was just this weird, kind of pop in my knee. Not like a pop, but it felt like it should be like a crack.
Yeah.
You know, when you do maybe a squat or something, your knees crack.
Yeah.
That happened when I was mowing the lawn. My knee has kind of hurt for the past 3 days.
Oh no.
So, 33, there's no joke.
I don't know what I was doing, but you were walking down the hallway and I did a sort of I was pretending we were in a showdown or something. So I bent my knees like, hey, what's up, partner? And I cracked my knees or ankles or something. And we looked at each other and we were like, oh my God.
That was a good one.
That's what we do here at the K Country Morning Show. Whenever one of us cracks, we just are like, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It is amazing. As the United States catches up in gold medals, Carrie and I brag about what sounds the loudest when we crack it here.
My cracks are bigger than... That sounds weird. In swimming, American Kate Douglas won her first gold in the 200-meter breaststroke. Reagan Smith won silver in the 200-meter butterfly. And Katie Ledecky snagged the 13th medal of her career with a silver in the 4x200-meter freestyle relay.
The K Country Morning Show. We're going to end the program today with a little game we like to call Celebrities Gabriel Doesn't Know. I'm going to go ahead and predict August 2nd is a day I fry this game.
You'll know...
Okay, doesn't sound like it's going to be great.
You'll know 2, I think. You'll know 2. Okay.
I'm going to fry this entirely.
Today is August 2nd. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. This 32-year-old has one of the, most viral albums right now. It's a Brat Summer. You might have heard that phrase going around the internet. She's a British singer with the song Boom Clap and Iggy Azalea's Fancy.
Charlie XCX.
Go off.
In my 9 years of doing pop radio, I cannot explain to you how many times I've seen that name.
Have you heard that album, the new album that's come out, Brat? Oh, so good.
Sadly, I have not.
It's fire. Okay, this 40-year-old is the Ohio senator and quite possibly your next vice president and someone who I think Gabe resembles, kind of.
Oh, Vance, right?
Yeah, J.D. Vance. There we go.
I don't know if him and I really look anything alike. We both just have like facial hair.
You
That's
guys have
brown.
You guys have a similar head structure, I feel like.
Okay.
You both have the ears, the eyes, the eyebrows, the nose, all that stuff.
Oh, we have ears, eyes, and eyebrows? Oh, okay.
Exactly.
My bad.
Yeah. This 48-year-old played Jake Sully in the Avatar movies, Marcus Wright in the Terminator Salvation movie, and Alex Mason in Call of Duty Black Ops.
I know exactly who this is. Oh, man. The problem is I don't know his name. Give me a second. Let me workshop this just a little bit here.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Can you?
No, not really, actually.
Oh, man. I know who he is, too. He also plays the brother in The Fighter in the UFC movie who wins against Tom Hardy. I don't know his name.
Sam Worthington.
Oh, I actually never got that.
That's okay.
I know who he is. I don't know his name.
That's okay. Let's see what else. We're going to move on to the people who are no longer with us. This man died in 2015. He was the director of A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first 4 Scream movies, and the original versions of Last House on the Left and The Hills Have Eyes.
Wait, he was the director of what was the first one?
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, man.
It's not East. It's...
Wes Craven.
Yes.
Thank you.
There we go.
Slayed it.
Today is National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. It's also National Coloring Book Day and National Water Balloon Day. It's 28 days until Labor Day weekend.
All right. We hope you have a beautiful weekend. We hope Carrie enjoys her camping trip at Hinterland. We hope the music's great. The tent works. The sleeping is awesome. Most importantly, we hope you have fun. And we won't see you on Monday. But the problem is your Monday is going to go in one of 2 very separate directions.
I am so annoyed.
You'll
genuinely.
either be like kind of coming home from camping and just recharging the batteries or what have you, or you'll be coming home from camping to be a part of jury duty. So have fun with that.
Either way, I will be serving my country.
That's right.
Yeah.
Doing your civic duty.
Yeah. And also, I'll be serving my country by buying a lot of stuff.
That's right. All right. The world's full of nice people. If you can't find one, you got to be one. See you on Monday.